All hands on deck, all hands on deck. This is a fucking nightmare. I'm pulling out all my sources, everybody I've got. This isn't just at New Brunswick, which they're stranded in there just like they were last year in Houston when they dumped and flushed like crazy. And the N.R.C, now hear me out, the N.R.C has issued a level 1, stranded workers on site. And it's not just at New Brunswick. I'm getting reports here, you're gonna get this from no one. I have sources there in North Carolina. In 1981, that nightmare debuted. Stay with me. So, what else debuted in 1981? Michael Jordan, come on. It blows my mind how nobody will make these freaking celebrities, these people that are all over. Come on. I mean, come on, Jordan. And you're the guy. Make a statement about this nuclear nightmare. God, you can't shoot videos around here. You can't do nothing. These fucking military insane pricks is so over the top. They fly these lightnings here all day, every day. Boom, so loud all over the whole freak about you. I mean, you can't even hear yourself think. I mean, the military industrial, I mean, it's insanity what we've done with this military industrialized nuclear complex. So stay with me. These are the salmon numbers. Now, I just got off the phone with them up there. I'm like, what the hell? It's prime day. Look at these numbers. That should be 30,000, 30,000, 30,000, 30,000. That's the Columbia River, 2018. They should be 30,000. What are you delaying numbers? I mean, you know we're freaking biting our fingernails right here, everybody. So our grassroots, Tim's on the water. He's been fishing every day for this reason with the #1 fishing guide in all of the Columbia drainage system. They've been on the water 12 hours a day, every day is documenting this because they think they're lying, whatever, and they're watching everything. They haven't had a bite. They haven't had a bite all week. Not a bite. The guy has fished every day those seasons. He's caught one little 6-pounder. Said, this is how epic and catastrophe this free fall is. My historic freaking work. I'm telling you, you know, thank God those guys discount that for me. You know, that's what I find. I mean, my friends that own the market here, there's some people that try. So, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. This is a nightmare. This is a nightmare. This is a nightmare. So, they're just going to lie to you. And I'll prove you how they're going to lie to you. They're going to lie to you. They're going to lie to you. And I'll tell you how they're going to lie to you. So, they're saying the N.R.C. says stranded, everything's okay inside there, blah, 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 blah. Their own words. All the roads are wiped out. The trees are down over power lines. I've been talking to people. It's still raining there. They were at 38 inches yesterday at 10 o'clock. I mean, we're talking 4 feet. This is the same scenario that happened in Houston when they just flooded and flushed those things, and we still haven't got to the bottom of that fucking lie. It's like, these narratives are written before. Look, the new N.R.C., which works for you, the taxpayer, the nuclear rallying cheerleaders, these derelicts come. Now, hear me. The head of the N.R.C. worked at Idaho National Lab. You don't think she's corrupt? Jose Reyes, NuScale, these little nuclear reactors. Duke Energy, Energy Solutions ties here. Not to be confused with the Duke Blue Devils. These are the Duke freaking blue and red and green and yellow fucking devils. Fucking go team. Where's MJ when you need him? This nightmare freaking here, they're Westinghouse. And I know what nightmares Westinghouses are. I mean, Duke Energy, they're, oh God. It debuted in 81, the second reactor on there. There's, what, I believe there's, the first one went on 71, that is 81. Come on, Michael Jordan, make a statement about this. I mean, is everybody just like Springsteen in Jersey Ocean Creek? I mean, come on, this is a catastrophe. They're just going to lie. So I want to ask the N.R.C. this. How the fuck would you know? You're saying by your own words, you ain't got anybody in there. You're saying there's no roads, there's no access. You're lying what Duke Energy's telling you? Ha, we know patently proven hardcore liars. They've been fined so many times when we used to have a real N.R.C. Well, when was that? These corrupt bastards. The Department of Energy, this is so over the top. The Savannah River Mox Fuel nightmare. I mean, this is your place. I mean, it's so beautiful there. It's so incredible, beautiful. All hands on deck. So this is the word I just got. And my friend, me and him we're basketball nuts, okay? I mean, we have been our whole lives. Me and I'm freaking talk together. We're basketball crazy nuts, both of us. This guy's from North Carolina. I mean, Utah, North Carolina. Yeah, this guy is so grand. He's just said he barely got his internet back. I've been talking to him the whole time. He's an anti-nuclear there that goes way back. You know, he's all over this. You know, and he's telling me, so he just told me, it's not just New Brunswick. You know, and I'm asking him about, what about this nightmare? What about this nightmare? Same scenario. He lives right there. He lives right there. Home of Michael, no, Michael Jordan's from Brooklyn, like all the NBA greats are, freaking our place. Fuck. Why cannot any of these celebrities, these people that have gotten filthy, stinking rich, freaking, you know, come on, we need somebody. Somebody says, you need to get a real hot female, freaking dress. Yeah, I know that. Remember when Patty Davis got naked? I asked Patty Davis to her face on the 5th anniversary. Nancy Reagan was buried on the 5th anniversary of Fukushima. You know, I hit her up. I mean, they won't go on camera with me. They won't talk. I mean, they won't take pictures with me. Why? You sure did then. You sure did then. Springsteen, Tom Petty, you know, Bonnie Raitt. I can go on and on and on and on and on and on and on about these guys. What? Leukemia players don't get freaking leukemia? The greatest NBA player, basketball player in history, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Michael Jordan. You don't think they've had cancer in their hell? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has leukemia. He's had chronic leukemia his whole life. What the fuck? These fuckers can't say anything? It's unbelievable how everybody holds court. I mean, come on. All hands on. This is a catastrophe. And so, I just called up there. I'm having a fit. Look, so the projections were 10 times that. That's 270,000 for the year, okay? This is prime week. Prime week. As you know, this collapse on the Pacific. It's all Fukushima. I could prove it to you. Record returns in 2015. You know, speaking of records, God, I mean, these dirtbags. You know how much money they made off our backs? Springsteen, Tom Petty. You know, I listened to the 911 call on Petty. Remember I did the video a few days. I feel bad about that. Going off on Petty because he betrayed us. You know, I listened to the 911 call on Petty. You know, he's from down there. That's where he's from. He's a Florida guy. You know, Turkey Point, hello. He held on to the anti-nuclear freaking selling t-shirts for freaking $300 till '89. You know, go look up those logos of the freaking, he used to use the Indian logo with the reactor through it. But then he quit us. They all quit us. They got too much money. You know, just like Springsteen down by the nuclear refinery, bury the nuclear waste at Oyster Creek in his freaking basement. Come on. I mean, why won't none of these people fucking talk and help me out? Listen, I've got so much going, it's unbelievable. I need funding. You know I need funding, you know. I'm starting my foundation at the hospital. This church weren't real, by the way. These dirtbags pissed me off. It was an anti-nuclear energy concert. Now, I mean, look who played there that day. You know, they held on. They made fucking hundreds of millions off my back, off my bone. I've got leukemia, remember? I was given 2 months to live 7 years ago right now. You remember, I had open heart surgery, my aortic valve replacement. That's how freaking Pete Maravich went. Where was Pete Maravich born? Huh? Pennsylvania? You think that was the first leak they had at fucking TMI 3 Mile Island? He had a mutated aortic valve problem, just like me, born mutated. It killed him. I mean, what do you people think? All your fucking money, you celebrities? Come on, MJ. Come on. Come on. We were just talking, me and my friend. You know, I mean, come on. Good Lord. American Toxic. Fuck. Down by the refinery. This is such a major story. So, New Brunswick, the N.R.C's issued a statement on that. And they've just, you know, they're level 1. Remember, these narratives are written. And if you don't believe me, send an offer, the narrative, I mean, the lies, and then they come out later. They trickle it out. You know, the Fukushima dynamic. I mean, remember how they lied on all that? It took me a year and a half to convince any of you fanny goats there's even one meltdown. It's still to this day. Pacific Ocean's collapsed. The salmon collapsed. I'll do another video on the salmon. This is all hands on deck. All hands on deck. It's not just New Brunswick. Oh, no, everything's okay. There'll be heroes like the Fukushima 50. Remember that dog and pony show, the Fukushima? Oh, only nobody's died. The head of the Fukushima 50, I got an email from inside Japan 2 weeks before he died in 2013. Because I was getting all that. I was the guy that filled. Talk to people. Talk to Rachel in Japan. She said nobody got it. Talk to Kathy Iwan. Everybody in Japan was getting information from me all over the world. I'm the only one reporting this accurate. People inside knew what I knew. He died in 2013. Half of them are dead. Oh, the Fukushima 50 never killed. What the fuck? This is the lies of this nuclear energy crime syndicate. You know, come on. You know, who killed Michael Jordan's father? I mean, who killed freaking all these, well, who killed Pete Maravich? You know, who's going to kill these guys? You know, the nuclear crime syndicate, it's called cancer, it's called leukemia. You know, good Lord. I mean, come on. Wake up, fools. Look, spent fuel stored all over on this. These things were they were active. They've emergency gone in, emergency call. Look, when they go and shut down, it takes a process. It's just to turn them off, it doesn't work that way. They turned this off, both of them, emergency shutdown. What, they weren't ready for this flooding? Like it wasn't forecasted? This is the arrogance of this industry and the corruption. The N.R.C's not going to tell you, and they work for us. The DOE, Rick Perry, who owns the poll, let's make nuclear sexy again. Barack Obama, make it so. Fucking that scumbag. Fucking, I mean, I know what happened in the situation. I mean, well, we could have blew these things all apart. I mean, they would have been done if somebody would have coupled with me. I got all the information and all the knowledge in there, including the transcript inside the situation on all of it. But no, you're talking about, I need funding, bad. You know, we need to keep this going. I mean, I'm overwhelmed. I'm putting in 12, 14 hours a day, 7 days a week. You know, come on. You know, let's stay in this fight. All hands on deck, Stay tuned.